My name is Lucas Meijer. I'm a technical director at Unity. I've been here for about a decade, and we're here to talk about everything we show today.
So, Unity's been around for quite some time. It's been amazing to see it go from, PC Engine to consoles to now mobile devices and VR. Talk about how the engine has evolved over time and how its minimalism maybe has allowed it to be so transcendent across devices.
So, Unity, it started off mostly as a mobile engine, or actually first we were Mac only, and then the iPhone happened, and which was like a Mac-oriented device, and we were the only ones there. So we started off on mobile, and our engine has been getting better and better and better, especially specifically in the graphics department. So that now, using our HDRP renderer, a high definition render pipeline, more and more high-end developers and AAA developers are starting to use Unity just because of the fact that the graphics capabilities have just gone up so much in the last few years that, for me, that's one of the most exciting things that have been happening.
Yeah, with these new RTX cards from NVIDIA, ray tracing has become a big deal. Let's talk about how in the last year you've really made a huge effort with supporting that tech.
So we've spent a lot of time making Unity work really well with ray tracing and making HDRP ray tracing compatible. And I'm not sure if you saw the video that we had about the BMW, but it's a video, it's a car commercial that we made that films the car from many different shots. There's 20 different shots, and half of them are rendered in Unity in real time, and half of them are real, with the real camera looking at a real car. And Mark, the guy that made the video, he showed me the video and he made me guess, okay, this shot, tell me, real or fake? And I said, real. And this shot, real or fake? Fake. And more than half of my guesses were wrong. So it just shows how close computer graphics in Unity approaches reality, especially with these new ray tracing techniques. That the quality that you can get from a computer, from computer graphics right now, it has just went through the roof. And for us as a tools provider, it's our users are so creative we just can't wait to see what they're gonna do with this.
So one thing that you showed off here at the GDC 2019 keynote was the Heretic demo with the briefcase man. Can you talk about this first demo that you've shown of this new tech?
So the Heretic is a demo that uses Unity and the HDRP, the high definition render pipeline, and I'm personally just so impressed and so proud of the team that made it, because it has a human character, an animated human character, that looks so realistic in a real-time production. I have never, ever seen that before. And it completely bridges the gap between games and film. Because the Heretic, it's a cinematic production. There's no game there. It's a film. But if you see the people that make that film, if you see them work, they work on it like it's a game. The Vest, the creative director of it, when he, in the last few hours, even before we just showed it, he was changing lights around, changing geometry around, changing post effects, making this camera cut shorter, that camera cut longer. That doesn't happen in traditional film development. That only happens in games. But to see these two worlds collide sort of in the middle and find Unity as their tool of choice to work both well with the games, but to also be able to make cinematic productions like this, it's just such an interesting time. It's just such an interesting time. I could talk about this forever. It's just amazing.
No, I think you bring up a really great point about how the technology is now enabling storytellers to do something different than film, and at the same time, video games as a medium have overtaken film in revenue per year. So it's the canvas that you create with Unity and Unreal and all these different engines allows for creative people to tell stories in a whole new way, right?
It does, and you're definitely gonna see, I think, some new genres where games and film get closer together, but traditional film is not going anywhere. I like to Netflix and chill at home, but the way these people are gonna make their films, that shit, like there's such a shift happening there, because the convenience of real time and being able to change anything you want in your production at any time, that is, for people in the film industry, that's just such a new way of working. They're used to they're used to first you sort of storyboard it, and then you decide which are your camera cuts, and then you do your animation, and every department has to put their stamp on it one by one. But it's such a constraint to creativity, because maybe at the end of your production, just like Wes in the Heretic demo, you think like, I don't like that light. Oh, I was hoping this shot would be amazing, but it's not amazing. I'm gonna make it shorter. But there's a shot there that totally unexpectedly is just so much better than we expected. I'm just gonna make that shot longer. Like that kind of creativity throughout the process is not the de facto standard in how people make films. And I think in the film industry, it's gonna like seeing a production like this and the quality that you can get with a real-time tool and a real-time authoring experience is just like, many film studios are gonna change the way they work. I have no doubt.
One thing that I'm blown away is the scale of Unity as an engine, and how it, like you said, started as a mobile device and now you're doing these unbelievable renders. How do you feel that mobile has been almost pushing you guys forward to allow you to innovate and continue to be on the cutting edge of engine development?
I'm not sure if that is completely true, because like mobile devices are typically more limited than desktop devices. But mobile is definitely where our roots are and where we care a lot. I mean,
there's a lot of developers on Nintendo Switch and on mobile that use your engine. And
a lot of devices that are convenient to play games on. I don't play a lot of games on my PC. I play games on my phone when I'm waiting on the bus. And the mobile game industry is huge, and it's where our roots are, and it's where we continue to invest a lot of energy in. If you look at the first half of the show that we just did, you notice that we talked a lot about the lightweight render pipeline, and we showed a game, Call of Duty, that decided to use Unity for their mobile title. We saw the Disney title with all these Disney characters using our lightweight render pipeline, as well as what was the third one? I'm sorry, it's been such a long day. The Megalith game. So mobile is where we started, and mobile is where we're big, and we care about mobile a lot, which is why we've invested so much in the lightweight render pipeline. But to the beginning of your question, it's true, like the scale of our engine is enormous. Like we play ball on the mobile side with the lightweight render pipeline, and on the high-end side, like the Heretic that you just saw with the briefcase man.
Oh yeah.
On the HDRP side. So for us, it's also just an amazing ride to be able to be of service to so many creators. It's an amazing feeling.
Great. We really appreciate you taking out the time. We have a slogan at Shacknews. We have a ton of devs on our forum. Can you tell everyone to do it for Shacknews?
To do what?
Just do it.
Just do it.
Oh, just do it.
Do it for Shacknews.
Do it for Shacknews.
Oh yeah. Thank you.